Hey team, welcome to the resilience program number 21. We've got some nice upper body core strength work to kick off into first, followed by a lovely little Metcon called the Good Fight, based heavily on Fight Gone Bad for those of you who know it, but this is a fight gone good, hence the name, the Good Fight. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second, but first we are going to warm it up tight, nice, proper. All right, so we're gonna do an alternating Tabata consisting of burpees and a seated pike up hold. All right, so with the Tabata, first of all, we're doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're gonna repeat that cycle a total of 8 times, which gives us 4 minutes of work, all right? First 20 seconds, we're gonna take it nice and easy and do some burpees. Then we'll rest for 10 seconds. And then the next 20-second block, we're gonna do the seated pike up holds that look like this. We're going to sit on the ground. I want you to firstly point your toes and squeeze your thighs together and lean forward. All right, with your hands, you're going to place it on the ground, and then with everything you got, you're going to push down onto the ground and lift your toes up off the ground as high up as you can. All right, we're going to hold that for 20 seconds. They get tough. I'm not going to lie to you. They're going to burn. You're going to feel them in your abs. So if you get your feet up and then you need to put it down for a sec and then get back into it, that's exactly what you're going to do. All right. So remember, with the warm-ups, we're looking at just starting to move, get some body temperature up, get a mild little sweat happening. So move nicely. All right, team. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the burpees. I've got the timer on the screen. Ooh. 10 seconds. Remember, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Work it with me. In 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. Burpees, nice and easy. One more. All right, now we rest. Take a seat, get into position, toes pointed, thighs squeezed together, hands on the ground, lift. Woo. They tough, man. 8 seconds. Rest, beautiful. All right, back to those burpees. And begin. Beautiful. Team, if these pike ups are a bit hard, place your hands back and lift up like so. Alrighty? And go for it. But if you can, keep your hands forward. Eight seconds. 2, 1, done. Beautiful. Back under the burpees. Ready? And go. Time. Beautiful. Ready, and go. Eight seconds. 2, 1, down. Beautiful. All right, team, this is gonna be our last 20 seconds of burpees. Let's push the tempo just a little bit, if you can. And go. one more. Round, off, the seated plank up hold. Ready, go. Right, we're going to move into some mobility work now. All right, so we are going to do PNF lat stretch against a box, where if you've got a bench, a box, if you don't have any of that, you can do this on the floor, and I'll demonstrate both versions in a second. But remember with this, we're going to push down on whatever object that we're doing for 5 seconds, and then we're going to relax into the stretch for 5 seconds, and we're going to repeat that 5 times. So, a box, this could be a bench, a couch, whatever you've got, alright? So, the stretch looks like this. We set up like so, hands on the box. In this position, I'm going to push down as hard as I can for 5 seconds to activate my lats. And then, after 5 seconds, I'm going to relax into the stretch for 5 seconds. I'm going to repeat that for 5 times, alright? So just to recap, push down for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool? You don't have anything. You're going to do this on the floor. Same principle though. We're going to push down for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then sink into that stretch for 5 seconds. Trying to keep your eyes forward if you're doing this on the floor. Alright? Cool. So, without further ado, let's get into it, alright? In your own time, team, I'm going to count mine out loud. If you want to do it with me, jump on in. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Alright, finish there. Just move this out of the way. Alright, team. We're going to do a follow-up mobility stretch just for our ankles and our hips. So I'm going to do this. We're going to do this for 60 seconds, all right? And we're just going to sit into that nice, deep squat position, hands together, pushing elbows into the knees, and I want you to rock side to side and just try and open up those ankles and calves, all right? So, for example, when I'm doing this here with you now, I feel this ankle is a lot tighter than my right one, so my left is tighter than my right. So I'm going to spend more time on that side, just kind of giving it a little bit of a nudge to try and open up the ankles as much as I can. If you feel tight in your hips, you want to try and relax and sink into this as well as much as possible. All right, we've got 60 seconds. Make it your own and work towards where you feel limited, yeah? All right. Let's do it. So just hunt around. If you want, push a little bit more on that knee. Just to take your knee over your toes, feel that stretch. That's it. Good, team, good. We've got 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Beautiful. Up we come. All right, team. So now we're going to get into our specific warm-up just to keep firing up. You'll do 60 seconds of these two movements, and that's it. So we're going to do a 60-second reverse plank hold, followed by 60-second alternating single leg bridge. All right? So what these two movements look like. We've got the reverse plank, where we set up like so. I want you to squeeze your thighs together, pull those toes back, place your hands just behind you. All right? From here, I'm going to lift my body up by squeezing my butt, and this is a reverse plank position. I'm going to hold this for 60 seconds, all right? You will find you'll start to shake. Your hips will come down or want to come down. I want you to make sure that you keep your butt tight, keep driving your hips up into the air for as long as you can. We're going to hold it for 60 seconds to try and hang in there for the whole time. All right, the second part to this is 60 seconds of alternating single leg glute bridges, which look like this. We're going to put one foot up in the air, the other foot down on the ground. One, then change. Two, then change. Three, four. All right? And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to alternate that for 60 seconds. Alrighty. So, we're going to do just one set of each of those, and we'll get into it. All right? So, starting that timer again, 10 seconds. Let's start off with the reverse plank hold. So bracing and lift. Squeeze your butt, chest up, look up. Push those heels into the ground if you need to. You're going to feel this in your hamstrings, in your glutes, in your back. Be everywhere, all along your posterior chain, which is all the backside of yourself. Keep pushing those hips up. Woo. Now, 30 seconds to go. Keep pushing. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Push the hips up. 20 seconds. All right, last 10 seconds. Drive it. Keep pushing up. In 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Down. And we'll go straight into those single leg glute bridges. One leg up and go. Doing this for 60 seconds. We're going to push your heels down. Feel your glutes activate. Fifteen seconds. And time. Beautiful. All right, warm, ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the first part of this workout. So, with this first part of the workout, we're going to be supersetting two movements. We're going to be doing a bent over row, which I'll demonstrate fully in a second, and we're going to be doing V position single leg toe touches. All right, two movements that I'll demonstrate in a sec. First, I want to chat about the flow of the workout. All right, we're going every 3 minutes for 12 minutes. All right, what that means, at the start of the timer, at 0, we're going to perform 5 odd object bent over rows, followed by 15 toe touches per leg, so a total of 30. Then in the rest of that 3-minute window, we're going to rest. So for example, if it takes me 2 minutes to do the bent over rows plus the toe touches, then I'm going to rest for another minute, and then at the 3-minute mark, I go again. bent over rows, toe touches. Then at the 6-minute mark, bent over rows, toe touches, 9, and then finishing at the 9, yeah. Sorry, finishing at the 12, my apologies. So, we will do at 0, we will do at 3, 6, 9, and 12. So, 5 sets. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 5 sets. Sorry about that. So, let's talk movements. All right, so I've said odd object bent over row, meaning that you do need something to be carrying, all right? So if you can grab any object around the house, whether it be a bucket of water, the washing clothes basket, anything that has weight, I want you to grab that, all right? If you don't have anything, then I want you to be doing body rows. Say, for example, you're out at a park and there's a fence around the oval. I want you to hook your hands on that fence, lean back, and you'll be doing rows that way, all right? So, let's talk the movement, then I'll talk the tempo, okay? So, with the movement, for example, I'm gonna use a kettlebell, all right? This can be anything. This could be, as I said, a bucket of water. It could be the washing clothes basket. It could be a bag of laundry detergent. Anything. Use your imagination and grab anything from around the house. If you want to check out the video where I show you how to make an odd object weight with just a backpack and some books, check out the video link that's connected to this workout. All right. So the way the bent over row is going to look like, I'm going to set up with the weight directly underneath my feet. Just move back so you can see this. Yep. All right. I'm going to grab the kettlebell by the horns. I'm going to be in this bent over position with my back nice and tight and my abs nice and braced, all right? In this position, when I have my hands on the kettlebell, my hamstrings are fired up, my core is fired up, and I'm tight, ready to rock, all right? So I want you to make sure that you're feeling all of that before you start to lift. So I'm going to be in this position, shoulder blades back, everything braced, and then I'm going to row into my belly button and then back down to the ground. Into my belly button, back to the ground, all right? That line of movement from the floor to my belly button is very important that I maintain, all right? I don't want to be pulling high, I don't want to be pulling too low. It needs to go directly to my belly button, all right? So, when it says tempo, 3, 3, 3, what that means is we're going to take 3 seconds to lift it up, we're going to pause for 3 seconds at the top, and then we're going to take 3 seconds to lower it down, and then we go straight into the next rep, all right? So, I'm going to perform a full set of 5 reps at the tempo of 3, 3, 3, so you get a feel and an understanding of what it should look like, okay? So, here we go. We're going to set up, brace, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So, as you can see, that's a lot of time under tension, all right? 5 sets, we're going 9 seconds per reps, so 45 seconds under tension, which is excellent, all right? So, depending on what weight you have, that 3-second tempo is exactly what I want you to do. Now, if you are on the side of it being very light, where you're like, oh, I'm not, even with this tempo, I'm not really feeling it, I want you to double the tempo, meaning 6 seconds on the way up, 6 seconds in the hold, 6 seconds down. All right, that's gonna become super challenging, even at the lightest weight, you're gonna really feel that. All right, so just to recap, the main points of performance that I want you to focus in on is that when you're over that position, hamstrings are firing, your abs are braced, and your back is tight. At no point do I want you rounded picking up this weight. And yes, the weight is gonna start and finish on the ground, okay? So you pick it up from the ground, you hold it, you put it back on the ground, you start again. Cool? All right. So 5 of those odd object bent over rows. If you're doing this with your body rows, same tempo, you're just doing it with a body row, okay? So, the next part, 20 reps each side, V position, single leg toe touches. What a long name for a very simple exercise. All right, so what this looks like, we're gonna lie down on the ground, we're gonna bring one leg up, and we're gonna start here in the V position, all right? and now I'm going to touch my toe 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth until I get to 20. Then I'm going to do the same thing, but on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Cool. So, I think I might have said 15 before. I meant 20. So it's 20 toe touches per side for a total of 40 touches. All right? Cool. So, just to recap, when the timer starts at 0, we're going to perform 5 odd object bent over rows, followed by 20 reps each leg of the V-up toe touches. Then we rest for whatever time's left in that 3-minute window. At the 3, we go again. All right? Now, if by some chance you take the full 3 minutes, doesn't matter. At the 3-minute mark, I want you back on the bent over row and continuing. Okay? It doesn't matter if you don't finish the V-ups. All you'll do is on the next set, just pick up from where you left off and then continue, okay? So, I think that's everything. So, let's get this sorted. I'm gonna get my timer, give you about 20 seconds to get set up, and we'll get into it, team. All right. Yeah. If you've got multiple weights, feel free to move between them if you need to. I'm going to be using my 40-kilo kettlebell. I predict that I'm going to probably have to drop down to another kettlebell very soon, but we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, cool. Let's get into this. Every 3 minutes for 12 minutes, we're doing 5 sets, all right? 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Good. Woo. Man. Set 1's burning that much. Woo. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so that is 2 minutes down. We got 1 minute to go before we kick into the next one. So, if you've already finished, cool, and you're chilling out, let's just have a chat. So I think I rushed a little bit because when I looked at the time, well, I did rush, it was 39 seconds, meaning that I was 6 seconds short of the original time under tension. So I think it was definitely on the way down, I was rushing it. Yeah. So this time I'm going to just try and really focus in on that tempo. With the tempo team, the more you can slow it down, the better it is for your muscles. And yes, it's easy to get carried away, as I just did, and want to move the object fast, but really try and pull back and keep it slow and controlled, and you feel a lot more, you'll get a lot more out of it. And just before we kick into the next set, when we're at that pause, I want you to really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze, keep everything nice and tight. All right, team, assume your positions, second set, 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. 45 seconds on the spot. Good. All right. Tell you what, cool. Hopefully you're done. 60 seconds until the next set. Them toe touches, ooh-wee. They burn. It's like what do you call it? It's like the water coming to a boil. Like the fire's on at the start, you don't notice it, and all of a sudden, it starts to burn. The old lobster in a pot, hey? The lobster is my abs. If you get the analogy, metaphor, whatever. Good chat, good chat. All right, sweet. So, we got another round and coming up in about 20 seconds. Happier with that one, really slowed it down and made sure stuck to the 3 seconds and finished right on the 45-second mark. So 9.5 to 45. Looking good for the time. All right, team, coming up to our third set. In 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. Went a bit fast on that one. All right. Toe touches. Okay, one more minute. So, with that strength work, yeah, I started to rush it. I think it was definitely towards the end. Started to rush it. I was again 6 seconds off the 45-second mark. So, again, getting back into this, refocus, slow it down more than I think I should be, and hopefully that will make me hit the 45 seconds. All right. So hopefully, yeah, understanding how to get a feel for this. You know what I mean? Like, as in. The goal is 3-3-3. If you drop out of it, then try and get back onto it. As long as you're trying to do it, that's what we're after, all right? If you're just completely disregarding the tempo, then you're not gonna get much out of it, all right? Cool. So 15 seconds. And we go for our fourth set. Into position. I turn on an angle so I can see the timer. Ready? And go for it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, definitely felt that one. Ooh, back to our toe touches. Let's get it. Oh, shit. The burn is on. Oh, here we go. Ooh, 7. 12. 'Joys. All right, one more set. We go again in 45 seconds. All right, so last set. We're looking for the best set. I'm gonna really focus on going slow. I recommend you do the same. If you go longer than the prescribed amount, so be it, cool. But we just don't wanna rush this last set. I've been struggling with trying to keep that tempo. I was happy with getting it back a little bit there. Again, I'm gonna refocus and try and do that again, all right? So the goal is to try and get as close to that tempo as possible. When you get to those abs, just burn them out. 5th set, you should be feeling it for sure. All right. We go again in 10 seconds, and this will be our last set of this little combination. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, let's get it, team. Got it. team. Cool. So we got 60 seconds before this section is done. So if you need to finish off, keep going. If you're done, grab a drink of water, get ready for the next part, all right? So I'm just gonna move some things around. Keep going, team, you have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Time. Well done, team. Very well done. I know that got burny. All right, so upper body is all done. I just had to nick off because I forgot my water bottle again. So I had to quickly run to the tap. All right, so the good fight is our little Metcon. It's based on Fight Gone Bad, as I said earlier today. So the way the workout goes, we got 4 rounds of work. And each round, we're gonna spend a minute on 4 different exercises, and then we're gonna have a minute rest, and we'll repeat that, all right? So, it goes 1 minute of box jumps, 1 minute of kick throughs, 1 minute of alternating single leg RDLs, 1 minute of pistols, 1 minute rest. Repeat 4 times. Cool? All right, so box jumps, let's go through the movements. Now, if you have something to jump up onto, wicked. That's what you're gonna do, all right? I've got my box set up there. I'm gonna be doing box jumps onto the box. You could be doing box, if you've got stairs at your house, you know, jumping onto the second step, anything you like. If you don't have any boxes, you're gonna be doing tuck jumps, all right? So this is what a tuck jump looks like. So we go from a 2-foot jump, 2-foot stance, we're gonna jump, tuck, and then land. Jump, tuck, land, all right? The idea behind that is that you're mimicking the same type of jump you would be if you were to jump up onto an object. The only difference is we're not jumping up onto an object, we're just lifting our legs up like we are, all right? So I'm just gonna demonstrate from the side so you can see how pretty much exactly, how similar these two movements are. All right, so I'm gonna be doing my box jump, 2-foot jump, jump, land, step down, jump, land, step down. If I'm doing a tuck jump, same deal. Yeah? I'm just not stepping down because I'm not jumping up onto anything. Cool? So that's what you're going to be doing for the first minute. Kick throughs. One of my new favorite movements, just because I haven't done a lot of them. We're going to start off. Actually, I might I'm going to do this from the side. Yeah, so you can see. We're going to set up on our toes in this quadruped position with our knees off the ground. From here, I'm going to kick my left leg through. So I'm going to bring my left leg through, and I'm going to reach as far as I can with that left foot. My right hand is just going to be back here as a bit of a counterbalance. I come back to the middle. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. All right? So, facing forward, I want you to watch that from a different angle. I'm going to be here. I'm going to kick my right foot through, and I'm going to bring my left hand back to balance, kicking my right foot forward as far as I can, or through as far as I can. Back to the middle. Same thing on the other side. What I want you to really focus on with this team is trying to kick and reach as far as you can manage, all right? I'm not looking for like a massive amount of reps with this. I'm looking for more control through the movement and reach through the movement, which is a little bit of a different focus to the last time we did it, all right? So, I'm gonna show you, let's go 4 repetitions back to back, so 2 either side, and I want you to keep the control that I'm demonstrating. Cool? So that's the kick through. Next thing, alternating single leg RDLs. We are going to be in this position, I'm going to take my right leg up at the back. I'm going to reach forward with my hands, touch the ground, back. Same thing on the other side. And back. This movement is all about firing up your hamstrings, all right? So, and stabilizing through your ankles and knees. Cool. So when you do this, pick a point on the floor, your back leg must go high, and you must reach forward with both hands. Touch the ground, and then come back. And repeat. Alrighty, that's what you're going to do. So, the next movement is a pistol, or a one-legged squat, alright? If you have pistols, you're rocking this hard. I'm going to give you a little bit of an upgrade after I explain this upgrade option. If you don't have pistols, your progression, and only progression we're doing today, close stance squats. All right, so we're going to be in this position. You're going to drop down into a squat and then back up. Show you that from the side. Squat, back up. The reason I like close stance squats is that mechanically it puts you into the same position as a pistol. All right, and the benefit is that you have 2 feet driving out of the bottom, so you have the strength to do it, but your body is learning the mechanics of a pistol. All right. With myself and pistols, it does take me a little bit of time to warm up with them just because of my knee history. So I'll start off with the close stance pistols and then work my way into a normal set of pistols. Cool? Now, a couple of things that I want to suggest to help you. One thing I want to suggest for you to do your pistols. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. If you have the ability with the pistols and you're still working on it, I want you to grab yourself something that's roughly around this thickness, all right? Something thin, what you can put underneath your heels. If you have weightlifting shoes, today would be a good day to use them, all right? But if you don't, we're gonna grab, like this could be a magazine, it could be a book, whatever. And you're gonna place that underneath your heels, all right? So this is gonna give you a little bit more of a mechanical advantage in the pistol, all right? So for myself, I'll probably start with those close stance, then I'm gonna progress onto those heel lift pistols and so on and so forth, all right? And then the next minute we rest. So to recap, first minute box jumps, second minute kick throughs, third minute single leg RDL with the reach, and then fourth minute we're gonna hit pistols, fifth minute we rest. Cool? All right, so if you have equipment and you wanna make this a little bit spicier, and it depends on where you're at in relation to your training, you're gonna add weight to the single leg RDL and also the pistol. Cool? So the single leg RDL will look like this. With weight. I'm gonna set the kettlebell up in the middle of your feet. In front of both of your feet. And we're gonna we're gonna pick it up from here. And then we're going to take one leg back and then come forward with the kettlebell, tap, and then drive back, alternate. Tap, drive back, alternate. Tap, drive back, alternate. Cool? The reason why I wanted you to set it up in front of your toes is because that's the line of the movement. The bell is always going to return back to just in front of your feet, all right? So we started there so you know where it is. Pick it up, we're going to do it with our right hand first. Boom, come back. Boom, come back. Constantly alternating the kettlebell and the leg, all right? With the weighted pistols, so a couple of options here. And again, I don't want to get too confusing, but I just like giving people options because it's going to resonate with certain people in certain ways. If you don't have your pistol, you're going to be doing close stance squats, right? If you find those close stance squats super easy, then let's do weighted close stance squats, all right? So this means if you are finding close stance squats easy, but you're not at the point of doing pistols, this is a good way to build some strength in those legs to do pistols, all right? So close stance weighted squat will look like this. I'm just gonna set up that bell in my goblet position. I'm going to stand with my feet, face you, stand with my feet together, and I'm gonna hit that squat, holding the weight out in front of my chest. All right? So it's another way to make something might be easy to you, make it a little bit harder. We're gonna add some weight. All righty? Cool, I think I've talked enough with that, with this workout. I think we should get into it. So, grab all your stuff, team. Again, I'll give you about 30 seconds and we'll get cracking. All right. So much to set up. Positioning, hey? All right, let's get into this. We got 4 minutes work, 1 minute rest, 5 rounds. Let's have some fun, team. 10 seconds. Starting with those box jumps. Throughs. Pistols. Good. rest. All right. Okay, on to our first rest. That's round one, done. All right. Man. So hopefully you were keeping a count. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that at the start. I forgot, my bad. So, if you didn't keep count, that's cool. Keep count of the reps this time and for the rest of the rounds. And then to get a score for that first round, we'll just take the average of whatever the next 3 rounds are, all right? Cool, so, hope you enjoyed that first set. Going into the second set, team, legs are gonna be a bit cooked. Make sure you focus on that first box jump and everyone after that, all right? Getting ready to go in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Jesus.
2 rounds down. All right, man. Not the gassiest of workouts, right? But definitely challenging when you got a little bit of a huff and puff happening from those first 2 movements. Then you have to control it with the second 2. I find pistols so tough, like as in, they're like a 1 RM back squat for me every time. So it's really good to be able to put that movement into a workout like this, where it's super challenging. And at the end of the day, all it's gonna do is make me better at pistols, and obviously make you better at pistols. So, hope you enjoyed it. That's 2 rounds down. We got 2 more to go. Alrighty? Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it.
Oh. 9. 3 down. One more round, team. One more round. In the comments after this workout, let me know which bit you found the hardest. Was it the box jumps, the kick throughs, the RDLs, or the pistols? Also, if you're doing those tuck jumps, let me know how you're going with those, because they get a bit tough because there's nowhere to rest. You know what I mean? Like with a box jump, you get to have that split second of a rest at the top. With a tuck jump, yeah, up, down, into the next one. So let me know how you go. One more round, team. Oh. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Make sure there's jumps. Oh, jeez. That's good. That's good. Come on. done, team. That was a doozy. Fist bump, boom. Awesome work. So catch your breath. Let's see, have a little chat. Man, found that tough, I won't lie. Oh man, gotta walk around. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the accessory work now. So if you're still catching your breath, keep doing what you're doing. Just listen to what I'm gonna say, and we'll talk about what we're doing for accessory work. If you're done and you don't want to do the accessory work, awesome work. Thank you for joining us. But if you've got time or you're coming back to this, let's chop into these accessory work. And this is for shoulder health, all right? So we're gonna do an odd object overhead carry. We're gonna walk for 50 feet and we're gonna do that 5 times, all right? So 50 feet, just map it out, you know what I mean? Like map out 25 feet one way, 25 feet the other way. If you can see, actually I might move you back a bit so you can see this. Oh, hang on. All right, there it is. So, I'm going to be doing my odd object carry from this yellow line, right up until past this kettlebell. All right, so that's 25 foot approximately. I'm going to do my odd object carry there and back. I'm going to do that 5 times. So you're going to rest as needed in between teams. So depending on your weight, depending on what you're using, rest is needed, but let's get the work done. With the overhead position, team, it is vital that when you put it over your head, you push up as hard as you can and you keep your elbows and shoulders in the most active position, all right? I'm just moving back so you can see my arm. If I'm overhead and I'm like this is overworking the wrong muscles in my shoulder, pretty much not using much of your shoulder, you're using more of your biceps and triceps. I want shoulders to be locked in. I want the stabilizing muscles to be firing. To achieve that, we need elbows locked, pushing up as high as you can, right? With that, I can't stress it enough. The elbow locked position is a non-negotiable, all right? If you bend your elbows, you're gonna overload your shoulder. This is gonna feel shitty, all right? So if you can't do it with the weight you're using with a locked out elbow, then grab a lighter weight and do it that way, all righty? So, get creative with your odd object team. I'm actually probably going to start at the kettlebell, walk to this line and back. Probably a little bit easier so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use a box. That's my odd object. We're going to kick off the first set if you're ready. Let's go for it. If you're not ready, watch me on the first set and then we'll get into it. Alright? Lock it out. Keep blocking out. Beautiful. That's one done. All right. So, accessory work, yeah? We're not looking at getting really blown out here. We're looking at doing the movement really well, focusing on that technique, all right? Cool. I'm going to kick into my second set. Lock those elbows. Two down, 3 to go. Hope you're having a good day. Hope this workout has been challenging and you're enjoying it. Love your feedback as always. Let me know how you've gone with all of the movements. Let me know if you're having trouble with some of the movements and we'll work on it from there. Alrighty? Third step, let's get after it. Push up, push up, push up. So, 3 down, 2 to go. All right. That last one there, start to feel it, feel that burn happening. Still got to focus on those locking the elbows and pushing as high up as you can. Let's go, 4th set. Also, don't forget, team, if you want to hook up on a Zoom chat outside of class, like outside the classes, if you just want to, I don't know, show me your home setup, ask a few questions about some movements that you may be having trouble with or not quite getting, hit me up, flick me an email, flick me a message, and we'll tee that up, all right? Because the faster I can help you, the faster you're going to get the most out of this at home, yeah? So remember, there's variations for everything, and this at-home training is really about me giving you a structure and then you making it your own based on what you have, yeah? Or what you don't have. So, if you need help with that, hit me up, I'm always here. Last set, team, let's get it. Team, that's Resilience Program 21 done. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a good time and have a great Easter. I'll see you tomorrow. Catch you, team. Bye.